Many games mix the idea of samurai and ninja. In this video, I'm breaking down 12 pure ninja games into hardcore action, stealth action, for you to know which one is the best to play. Ninja Gaiden is one of the greatest of all time action game series, no doubt, but combat you might need a while to get your eyes, brain, and hands to keep it up. They are just so fast. A basic combo like slash plus flying swallow plus Azuna drop, there's 12 hits in just 1 second. Right after that, you will see body parts, blood, just everywhere in the screen. You can use weapons like the Dragon Sword, Nunchaku, and Scythe combo delete. Yes, literally delete the entire crowds in once, and don't even get me started on the nimble finishers when you're low on health. It's so freaking cool. A great hero needs a great rival, right? The enemies in Ninja Gaiden are smart. Not smart about how much more damage they can deliver in numbers. It's about movement. These guys raid your inputs. And if you pull off 3 perfect parry in a row, they just enter angry mode, attacking 30% faster. Play the game and fight them. Then you'll know how good the enemies' AI is. The series was not over. With the Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Remaster released and Ninja Gaiden 4 announced, fans are just geeking out. If you want to try something doesn't fight that fast, Sekiro Shadow Die Twice is for you. You gotta hear pung pung dun do sound effect all the time. This is why Sekiro is the answer when people talk about what Souls-like meet a rhythm game gonna look like. Hidetaka Miyazaki basically holds a sword to your neck and forces you to get good, but trust me, you'll get addicted to the pain, especially the boss. Every boss fight is like a puzzle. The monk's ghost clones, owl's smoke bomb tricks, the headless ape's second phase after you cut its head off. When you are just about relaxing yourself after a tough boss fight, there will be a "what the fuck? He can do that" come out of your mouth. And when the first time you realize that you can skip some bosses or do an easy death blow, it changed your mind for sure. Like an old saying, behind the fight, there are mind games. And when you explore the world, it's free to do your little ninja thing. Use grappling hook to zip around like Spider-Man, but you're not safe up high. Archers will snipe you, flamethrower guys burn your hiding spots, and so on. The game also teach you that real ninjas play dirty, eavesdrop on the trolls from rafters, sneak kill from underwater, or scare horses with firecrackers to make riders fall off cliffs. Players already know how hard this game is. Most of them, or all of them, probably throw their controller times. Pretty sure that game controller definitely sells better when new title came out from Software. But every respawn makes you one who's sharper. Sekiro's teaching you flow state fight like the ninja, reading every sword swing. Sekiro doesn't just challenge you, it turns you into a sword-swinging ninja master. Compared to the classic Japanese world, Metal Gear Rising looks nothing like Sekiro and also nothing like the normal Metal Gear series games. It's made by Platinum Games, you know. The whole point is just fast action, cutting guys up. It feels good in the same way Ninja Gaiden does, because they both focus on action, but the way it actually works is pretty unique. You play as Raiden, but he's like a super strong cyborg now with this special sword, really powerful. The coolest parts of the game are Blade Mode and Zandatsu. In a fight, you can slow everything down and just aim your sword and cut things however you want. Enemies, cars, even some walls or whatever. Being able to cut anything feels really, really good. And after you cut enemies, you can grab these core things from them to get health and energy back right away. You just want to play cooler and hit harder. The parry system is great too. The timing has to be right, but if you nail it, it helps you out big time. The feeling of attacking and defending all at once is kind of like in a ninja movie. Most people agree that boss fights are amazing. From the Winds of Destruction bosses to the final guy, Armstrong, each one fights in their own way. And they have this awesome rock music that even starts singing lyrics depending on how the fight's going. It just looks and sounds fantastic, but gotta say, the main story is pretty short. Maybe like 6 to 8 hours. Some people might finish it less than that and wish there was more. Another thing pointed out is the camera. Since the game's so fast, sometimes the view gets a bit messy, especially in small areas or against really big bosses. It can be annoying, and you have to fix it yourself. It's not game breaking, but it can mess things up a bit while you're playing. So yeah, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance has some really good parts and some obvious weak spots, but if you like fast combat, enjoyed mastering controls and cool kills, the good part definitely outweigh the bad, especially how fun the cutting is and how cool the boss fights are. Those Runner, You become a cyber ninja in a neon-soaked city, climbing up skyscrapers, cutting bullets with your sword to slow time, swinging over gaps with a grapple hook while throwing shuriken to blow up barrels. The whole thing is about running. The game forces you to make moves like slide jumps, dashes, and slashes, or just rush blindly. Even in boss fight, Stage 8 makes you swing through spinning lasers. If you get too slow, then you're toast. Cutting through shields, teleporting behind enemies, or blasting groups with energy waves feels awesome. Here's the thing, there are too many enemies in the late levels, and some bosses are just parkour tests, like a gatekeeper forces you to dodge lasers forever, but the tower's design pretty surprised. Sliding through sewage pipes packed with lasers, leaping across crumbling platforms like Temple Run. If you don't like free-running games, skip this. The fast-paced first-person view feels like a wild roller coaster ride, but if you survive, try it. A messenger is the wake-up call for anyone who thinks they've mastered tough games like Ninja Gaiden. It starts classic, 8-bit pixels, one-hit kills, wall climbing, but halfway through, it pulls a wild twist. Graphics jump to 16-bit, chiptune turns into guitar riffs, and linear levels become Metroidvania style. Imagine Ninja Gaiden suddenly time-traveling mid-fight, and that's the Vine. Everything just becomes cooler at that moment. You can hit enemies and keep jumping in the air with your Force of Cloud step. What's going to happen in the game was pro player used that power to dance on fireballs. Rookies keep dying. The boss timekeeper forces you to parry scythe combos while it speeds up or slows time. The Abyssal Lord floods the screen with bullets. Just dodge bullet hell chaos while smashing 5 targets in half a second. Pretty easy, right? Shinobi, it is made by Lizard Cube. Streets of Rage 4 was from this team, and it is a very good beat-em-up one. I believe we will have a pretty good combat system. I mean, look at it. Smooth animation, cool movement, and the camera shakes. Sometimes I just really enjoying the 2D ninja games with this sort of beautiful, hand-drawn world. You play as Joe Masashi, who watched his hometown burn, saw his alewives turn to stone, and lost everything mattered. Armed with razor-sharp katana of Shark Games' ninja hand staff and ninjutsu to ask for revenge. We do not know if they will channel classic Shinobi game on PlayStation 2. If you kill enemies as quick as possible, like in a few seconds with the sword Akujiki, the damage will increase and you can give it a massive hit when fighting the boss. But if you do not do the attack for too long, the sword will damage your health. Risky but fun. It will be released on consoles and Steam. It looks so good and has so much potential. I've heard the name Tenchu. For the old school gamers, this series is the gold standard pure ninja stealth peak. It's not your typical hack and slash or even speedy parkour. This is all about the tension, the brain power. You are running around the 16th century Japanese style buildings with the vibes and use the hook to reach rooftops or onto distant platforms. When you actually do the vertical movement, you will see how satisfying these moves are. As you silently approach an enemy and press that button, various cool and clean assassination animations appear. The enemy is killed while surrounding guards remain completely unaware. Different enemies, different angles you get, different kill animations. Paired with the tense Japanese-style background music, the feeling is incredible. Levels themselves aren't just straight lines. Nope. They're usually open-ended. You can kick in the front door to face them if you are confident, but I will not recommend to do that. There are many ways you can play at the same level and experience new stuff every time. Sneak around the side and climb a wall like a pro ninja would be very cool. And pulling off a perfect run. 0 detections, nothing but sweet stealth kills. That's it for us, a unique 100% pure hit of ninja stealth. If you ever heard of anyone talk about the ninja game, at 90% is Tenchu. The rest of 10% must be Shinobito. These 2 series of games were developed by the same team. That's why these 2 look pretty much the same and feel pretty much the same, but they are not the same. Tenchu is way more about pure ninja assassin feel. The whole game was around sneaking and staying hidden, and the one thing only a stealth kill. Combat exists, but it's usually super risky, and Acquire really don't want you to fight in that way. Tenchu is a linear mission-based game. Each level has clear goals, and it's all about to complete one mission perfectly. Shinobito has stealth and assassinations too, but it is way more about being a ninja strategy sandbox. It's not just about doing one-off missions. It's all around faction wars happening on a regional map. You play as this ninja character who has to play off these different factions, taking jobs from them to mess with their power balance, like stealing stuff for a lord, assassinations, sabotage, and more. The game focuses more on your choices and how you impact the overall situation. Getting spotted or even just leaving bodies lying around in your mission can actually have consequences later on, affecting future missions or your relationship with the lords. So, if you're really looking for that, no one noticed you but you kill everyone, this sort of pure ninja assassin, Kenchu is our jam. If you're more into role-playing a ninja group in the simulated warring states era, impacting the world map by doing different kinds of jobs, some strategic planning and resource management besides just stealth, Shinobito must be the one for you. They're both awesome ninja games. If you are getting tired of climbing walls but want to do cool ninja stuff, Origami, this game series with an awesome painting vibe. The whole world lights up in these cool blacks, blues, and purples. It just looks gorgeous. Seriously, it feels like you're playing inside a moving Japanese scroll painting. But the coolest part is how they matched stealth and shadows together. Power Shadow Leap allows you point and teleport. If there's a shadow, bam, you're instantly there. None of any clunky climbing. It's just fast and precise. Something like you're up high, watching guards patrol, and zip, you're suddenly in the shadow right behind one of them. The game is pure stealth. You're not supposed to fight, you're there to assassinate. The takedown animations are super slick and quick. You can go for lethal kills or just knock them out. The enemies react to light and shadow really well. They'll spot you easy in the light, but the second you dip into a shadow, you're invisible. It has a full co-op mode. Like you and your friend work tighter, one distracts, the other throw the shadow near the enemy, and stay there for the opportunity to take his life. So much fun there. Pure stealth games with co-op are kinda rare these days. Origami just nails it. It's probably the best fit for you if you want to do something like Double Ninja Justo with your friends. The next one is made by Clay Entertainment, the company who made Don't Starve. In Mark of the Ninja, you literally see enemies detection cones, flashlight beam sweeping, sound waves rippling when you step too loud. It turns stealth into a puzzle. You'll be sneaking through vents, hanging from ceilings like the total ninja, using shadows like they're your invisibility cloak. Everything's a weapon. Hit a light bulb with shurikens to throw rooms into blackout, trick guards into walking into their own spike traps, or toss firecrackers to scare them into shooting each other by accident. And these ain't dumb AOP. Enemies actually think shield guys use flashlights to check corners. You gotta sneak behind them. Dogs snow you, even if you're hiding up high, it's on every sprint between cover. If you trigger an alarm, they'll call back up and totally lose their cool if you take them out one by one. If you want to feel that crazy thrill of outsmarting a whole army while being a shadow god, Mark of the Ninja is your choice. It's not just hiding, it's pulling off insane missions right under their noses. Pure ninja hype, no mindless button smashing. The rest of the games may not be the classic ninja style ones, but it was also fun to play. If you want some causal and tricky ninja games, Mini Ninja and Ninja Arashi would be good for you. In Mini Ninja, you can explore the world with abilities, or we call, jutsu. For example, Hero can possess animals to sneak into the enemy camp, or disguise himself as a bush to avoid fighting, or even use sunlight to disperse ghosts. He can also use instant skills to eliminate multiple enemies at once. You can use the bamboo hat to slide across a cliff, destroy specific structures to trigger an avalanche to escape, or explore hidden paths by possessing animals. The battle is for all ages, and the enemies turn back into foxes or rabbits after being defeated. Ninja Arashi is the other good one. It doesn't give a perfect graphic, but the trap and the enemy design is crazy. They are not hard to deal with. They don't have cool animations. What make it fun was they just appear somewhere you never expecting. Like when you are collecting coins from the container. A burning bomb also came out with the coins. When you jump over the trap and feel safe, the gunman opened the lid where you never thought there was hidden person and shoot you. It's like they are the ninja, awake there to stealth you. There are so many funny moments. Feels like the designer knows what move you will make. And the trap you can see was not the trap. The one after your move was the trap. They do surprise me many times. Thank you for staying with me, and see you next time.